What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cigars and Whiskey for our next review. I'm having a great day. I hope you're having a great day today. Today's review is going to be a little bit of a massive cigar. We're going to be trying the Asylum Schizo Maduro. Now, this is a all Nicaraguan puro. What that means is all the tobacco, the wrapper, the binder, the filler are all Nicaraguan. And it's also called a Cuban sandwich. Refers to is that they use both long filler and short filler in the cigar. So, man, it is a massive stick. This is a 7x70. Now, this might take me quite a while, so as you'll see edited, it won't be as long, but I'm guessing 2.5 hours maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll let you know as we get through it. But man, you can tell it is a pretty gorgeous stick. Now this cigar, you get a bundle of 20 of these cigars, and they are between $60 and $70, which is actually a pretty decent price point. I know that Cigars International carries them. I know that JR Cigars has them. And as I said, if you're looking for a long smoke, something a budget-friendly smoke, I don't smoke a lot of the huge ring gauges. I mean, these cigars, as you can see, they're just massive. It's kind of uncomfortable, and I can't sit that long smoking one cigar. But we're going to give it a shot today, and I'm going to let you know what I think. And if you haven't tried it, they do have other sizes, so you don't have to be intimidated by this large size. But let's go ahead and cut it up, and we'll get into the pre-draw. Alright, I went ahead and just snipped off the top there, just to remove the cap. You can do a V cut, or you can do a punch. All depends on your preference. It really doesn't make a difference overall, in my opinion. Now, some people might disagree with me, but if you can look at this dark chocolate Maduro, real toothy, actually has real minimal veins, you would think, for this, and tight seams. Definitely well packed. It's not too spongy to the touch, but it's not hard either. It draws real well. Sometimes that's an issue with these larger ring gauges. I am getting that sweet hay. I'm getting a little bit of leather. And just a smidge of black pepper. Again, all Nicaraguan tobaccos. So let's go ahead and light it up. Looks like the cap is coming off, but that's alright. Because I cut it right on the top, I didn't get all the cap, so not a big deal. Alright, stay tuned, we're back with our first stir. Getting a good draw, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of sweet hay, a little bit of bitter cocoa coming through. You gotta be honest, there's a lot of times people get the larger cigars and they're not as good as people think. I've had some in the past that are just terrible, and I'm not going to say which ones, but sometimes there's so much filler and so much binder that you really don't get the flavors, but this is really good. And again, like I said, for a price point, this takes you a couple hours. Man, good cigar. Now, I did get this cigar from Robin Ruschel, who is a friend of mine and a cigar aficionado. He gave this to me to do a review on. Again, thank you, Robin. I appreciate it. He's always got some interesting stuff he gives, or we trade, and he said, "Have you tried it?" I said, "No, I've heard of it." He said, "You may want to try it. They're good in all their sizes." And so far, I gotta admit, he's correct. It's really good. But we'll go ahead and get to it, and I'll be back when I get to the second third. Welcome back, everybody, for the second third of our review of the Schizo Maduro by Asylum. As you can see, not a tight razor sharp burn. had touched it up a couple times, kind of burning uneven, but usually that's expected with something this big. As you can see though, the ash is holding up pretty well, and I have to say I'm pretty impressed with something this large and the ash holding as well as it is. I would say this is a medium to a full. Right now it's a solid medium. It's starting to creep up a little bit towards that full mark, but not too overpowering for a Nicaraguan. Usually most Nicaraguans I've had, not all of them, and don't get me wrong, but a lot of them are more full medium to, or from high medium to full strength. This one's not so bad. Again, good budget smoke. Might be better in like a Robusto size, or even like a Churchill, or even like a Toro. I don't know what other sizes they have, but I do know there are other sizes. But the 7x70 is still pretty good. It is a long smoke. This is about 40 minutes in. You could probably smoke it faster if you wanted to, but I don't think you want to give yourself a head rush. But so far, good cigar. And we'll be back with our final third. Welcome back, everybody, for the final third of our Schizo by Asylum Maduro, the 7x70. Now, this has been a smoke of smokes, man. Being such a big ring gauge of 70 and a 7x70, it takes some work. But overall, the profile is about a medium. Getting out in this final third, a little bit of the bitter coffee coming through. Not so much pepper throughout the whole cigar, which I was a little bit surprised, but it was there for a little while. It's still there, but it's way back in the profile. But so far, a really good stick. Now, again, if you haven't had it, I do suggest you try it. If you're a little brave, you can go for the 7x70. If you're not so brave, go for a smaller size. Whatever your preference is. But man, this is a good cigar. So, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Always leave your comments. Thanks again for tuning in to Cigars and Whiskey. Have a great day. Have a great smoke. And I'll see you next time.